before I come to current trends, it is important for us to understand how it all started. As we all know, drones were originally designed and developed for military applications that were dull, dirty and dangerous for the soldiers. But with technical advancements, miniaturization of components, sensor technology improvements, 3D printing, numerous civilian, commercial and scientific applications are conceived for UAVs and being implemented day in and day out. Coming to the current trends, we can classify them into various categories, and if we see from the design aspect, the earlier trend was to use a fixed wing drone. Now the subsequent improvements was to use a multi-rotor drones, which come in various configurations like a quad or hexacopter or octacopter, and these drones have the advantage of vertical takeoff and vertical landing. So this gives advantage over fixed wing, and the latest trend is to use both the technologies or both the design aspects and design a hybrid model which will have the advantage of a fixed wing, and at the same time it also will have the advantage of a multi-rotor. It can take off vertically, and then it will have the range and speed that only a fixed wing drone can achieve. And the latest trend, if we see in terms of the design, is now people are even trying to make designs like a flapping wing drones for different type of applications. Now coming to control segment, in controls, drones previously used to be completely manual control. Then with the improvements, it became a semi-automated control. Now today we have completely autonomous drones which can take off, complete the mission and land back. So in a true sense, they will be unmanned. There will be no manual intervention would be required. Now also we are seeing the latest trend in control is to control a drone using gestures. And these are very popular among people who want to take their selfies while they are outings and picnics and at any tourist spots. Coming to applications, I'll give a bit of military applications. Previously, it was only used for getting the imagery or the intelligence of the enemy, but now they are used to reduce sensor to shooter timings, where while the UAV is doing the capturing of enemy territory, and a attack is launched on the imagery that is being available. So absolutely in the real time it is happening, unlike previously after the UAV or the imagery is acquired, that was used to analyze and then plan for a mission. And there used to be an inherent delay between acquisition of intelligence and then shooting down or neutralizing that particular threat. So today it's absolutely, it happens both parallelly and together with no time delay. So these are the new trends that are used from the photography. Now drones are used, even weaponized platforms we have, and they have been used in Afghan war and Gulf war, where they have a tremendous advantage, and many countries are now procuring weaponized drones, and India is also going for it. So these are the military trends in terms of applications that we are seeing. When it comes to commercial, previously they were usually used for survey purposes and mapping purposes, but today we are using in smart agriculture, infrastructure management, and thermal solar mapping. So various 3D city modeling by using LiDAR sensors. So these are the latest trends that we are seeing in terms of applications for the UAVs. Now coming to the cargo and delivery, this is another part which many companies, e-commerce companies like Amazon and Zomato, the food delivery companies like Zomato, they are already experimenting use of this technology to do the drone doorstep deliveries using drones. And Sky Air Mobility is also positioned itself in a delivery segment of entire drone business. And we are starting with healthcare, and very soon these trials are going to start in Telangana, and probably they will be implemented all over India for emergency medicines, vaccines, the supply, and subsequently it will go to the cargo. I'm very sure this trend will continue into cargo delivery, large scale cargo delivery, because the entire world trade depends a lot, though it's on a shipping routes, but a lot depends on air cargo also. So today, growing world trade and globalization process, there is going to be demand on air cargo services. Very soon in this segment, unmanned aircraft will play a very big role in transporting not small packages which Amazon or other e-commerce companies are trying to do it with, within 2 to 3 kgs. Probably a large bodied aircrafts which are used for passenger Airbus or Boeing kind of an aircraft will be available to do the air cargo services. So these are the various trends that we can see in today's drone technology. And another thing, as the drone technology is evolving, anti-drone technology is also evolving. This is another trend that I can say, which is going in parallel with the development of drone technology. Today's drones can save lives, support law enforcement, contribute in smart agriculture, infrastructure monitoring. In a nutshell, they increase the productivity and efficiency of any sector. But the same powerful technology in the wrong hands can be dangerous. Something like social media. It's a powerful tool, but can be used to create misinformation and panic also. Today, drones are available in different sizes, and the small drones are small hobby and toy drones are available through e-commerce platforms, and people can buy them, and without having any skills and knowledge of the rules and regulations, they can, knowingly or unknowingly they can fly, and that is going to be a great threat to manned aviation and certain sensitive security installations. Recent incidents, if you can see, in 2018 at Gatwick Airport, a drone was a small drone, a miniature or lightweight drone was spotted on the runway, and immediately an alert was raised and all the scheduled flights were cancelled, and millions of passengers got stranded at the airport, creating a lot of loss of revenue and also inconvenience to the millions of passengers. In 2019, drone attack was launched on Saudi Aramco oil refinery. In 2020, last year, India has seen numerous drones crossing from Pakistan side carrying weapons, drugs, and various other things for creating law and order situation in Punjab and adjoining regions. So it is very important to have anti-drone technology to neutralize these rogue elements. India is a very vast country, and we are a very security sensitive country, and very soon all the Indian airports, whether it is a military establishment, military airports, or the civil commercial airports, all are going to be equipped with anti-drone technology. Also, the other sensitive locations are the VAs and VPs like Parliament and Rashtrapati Bhavan and oil and refineries, nuclear and thermal power plants. All these are going to be integrated, the existing security system is going to be integrated with anti-drone technology. We are not bringing any differentiation in the technology, but I can certainly say and I can claim that we are bringing differentiation in how it will be used to save lives and help mankind. In India, drones are being used for various purposes like mapping, survey, security, surveillance, agriculture, infrastructure monitoring, and various other applications, but not delivery applications. Sky Air Mobility is the first company in India to get selected for beyond visual line of sight operations. We are part of two different trials which will be happening very soon. One is 100 hours experimental beyond visual line of sight operations by the DGCA, and the second one is medicine from the sky by Telangana government. This is the World Economic Forum's initiative, drone initiative, and Niti Aayog is closely monitoring. On successful completion of this project will be utilized for supply of COVID vaccines to remotest places in India. We are partnering with leading logistic companies like Blue Dot Express and app-based delivery companies like Dunzo Digital in implementing these projects. We are also in talks and discussions with various global and domestic e-commerce companies for integrating drone-based delivery solutions with their existing surface transport network. Under Sky Air, we have a team of experts for data analytics, drone design and development, app development, and we have fully qualified and operational pilots for executing the projects, all under one umbrella. This gives us edge over our competitors, and we also have early movers advantage in this segment of drone business. Satisfying safety, security and privacy concerns are the major challenges that drone industry is facing worldwide. Today, as per an estimate, more than 40 million drones are hovering in the civilian airspace and they outnumber manned aircraft. Most of these drones are illegal and they hold massive risk to national security, airline operations and also major cause of worry to the regulators worldwide. In order to ensure safety to the manned aviation, regulators are expecting drones to demonstrate safety standards that are equivalent to manned aviation. Today's drones are supposed to be having features like 360-degree anti-collision system, ADS-B, detect and avoid, NPNT, and a para in case of a major failure, where drone is not dropping off from the sky, but it is able to come down with retarded speeds to avoid any loss of life or damage to the property on the ground. Coming to the flight procedures, drones are expected to file their flight plan with ATC and get approval and also air defense clearance from Indian Air Force, pretty much similar to the manned aviation, the procedures that are followed by the manned aviation in India. One more issue which I see as a major challenge is most of the components, electronic components are imported from foreign countries, from foreign OEMs. The cost of the custom duty is very high on these components. This makes the overall production cost of drones in India is very high. And when services are offered with these high cost drones, it will have a cascading effect on the cost of services that are provided by certain companies, and they are unable to compete with traditional methods. This is another challenge drone industry is facing today. Having discussed the challenges, I must tell you the government is well aware of these challenges. They are regularly interacting with the industry in resolving the issues. Most of the issues are resolved, and we at Sky are very hopeful and we are very positive. Very soon, Indian skies will be open to drone operation, complete range of drone operations, and the government vision to make India drone capital of the world will become reality. Sky Air Mobility's vision is to become a leading drone delivery company in India and expand our operations globally. We are focused on developing futuristic air mobility solutions which are faster, safer, smarter and environment friendly for mankind to achieve a better and sustainable life standard. We also aim to operate urban air mobility platforms in India, most commonly known as air taxis, as and when regulatory permissions are available. We would like to operate these services, we would like to provide these services to Indian customers.